Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. I'm back with another 3-minute video playing an IM from Serbia. Let's play the Nimzo-Indian. This is a line I've always wanted to play, but I never have the patience to study properly. Because to play this opening well from the black side, you have to be dedicated and you have to know a lot of pawn structures. You gotta be on your game, basically. That's why I don't really recommend this opening to a lot of players who are looking for a system to start out. So he's attacking my b5 pawn here. I should probably defend it. Maybe c4 or a6. Let's go queen b6. But yeah, as I was saying, this opening, it's deceptive, right? Because when you're trying to choose openings to base your repertoire around, you look at what's good, what the GMs play, what experienced chess players recommend, and you see the same openings recommended over and over again. Oh, and I just dropped a pawn on b5. That was not good. But you see the same opening lines recommended all the time. He didn't take it. That was nice of him. Let's go bishop d7. But the thing is, at most levels of chess, and I'm talking non-master levels, because that's where the vast majority of chess players lie. At most levels of chess, it's far more important to choose an opening that you're comfortable with and that you actually have a decent shot at playing well with than an opening that is theoretically a good opening. Know what I mean? So I just give you an example of myself. I played the Scandinavian defense against e4 all the way up to the time I was about, I'd say 2400. I think you dropped a pawn here. So I'm going to take on e4. And that was my primary defense against e4. I really didn't play anything else. And you know what? It worked extremely well against most every opponent I faced. Not to say that I didn't ever get bad positions, because I did. But it worked well enough. Can I take on c3 here? Yeah. It worked well enough where I was getting positions just as good as I would get out of main lines, most likely, because I was comfortable with them, not because of the theoretical value of them necessarily. So that's my main point about this, is that you shouldn't play an opening just because the book says you should play an opening. Sweet, I got a win. You should play an opening because you feel comfortable with it, and it should have like some redeeming values. I'm not suggesting you go out and play, e4, f5 as black just because you like it. Okay, so most openings, and I think Kasparov has talked about this too, fall into a range of like, I think he describes them as like, I don't want to use his words, but like some are extremely reliable, some are like kind of reliable, and some are suspicious. But most openings fall within an acceptable range, where even if you're playing a line that's like slightly less reliable, it's going to be playable at your level. So, as I was saying with the Nimzo-Indian, this is a great opening. I mean, if I could recommend it to a student, and I knew the student would have the discipline and necessary experience to study and absorb all the different possible pawn structures that could come out of this, then I would recommend this opening all the time. But the reality is, most everyone I teach just doesn't have the time nor the understanding to build a solid repertoire around the Nimzo-Indian. I just think it's really tough to do. Because look at the pawn structure. It's so flexible. There's like 20 different pawn structures that can come out of this. Whereas if you play something like, let's say, d4, d5, and then after c4 you play Queen's Gambit Declined, or you play c6, you're already operating from a very static pawn structure, relatively speaking. And I think for a huge percentage of people, that makes more sense than trying to study like a flexible pawn structure. Flexible pawn structure you might have more fun studying, but from a pure results point of view, you're going to do better with something like this. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little opening discussion. The actual game here, didn't hardly talk about it at all. f3 is a trendy line, getting played a lot at the top level. In fact, I think that was the line that Anand played against Carlsen in the previous World Championship match when he was in like a must-win situation. It led to that kingside attack that Carlsen was able to weather. D5 is a critical line here. So I actually kind of morphed the position into a Benoni type setup with Black's bishop out on b4 rather than being like fianchettoed. I just blundered a pawn though. Like right here, he could have taken on b5. So that was just a total blunder by me. I guess I should have played like pawn a6 or something here. But he didn't take it and then quickly achieved a good position. Anybody know why White's playing h3 here? Take a minute and try to figure that out. White is playing h3 to prepare f4. Okay, that's like a pure prophylactic move. Because if he were to play f4 right away, I have access to the g4 square. I jump my knight in. So h3 is pure prophylaxis. You see that frequently in this pawn setup, actually. So I jump the knight in, and he should definitely take and then maybe play a move like, I don't know, queen c2 or something. That seems reasonable. That overprotects e4 and lends some more defense to b2 in case I get at that somehow. Yeah, he just got a little impatient. He played f4. Now I'm winning a pawn. It'll be opposite colored bishops if he takes, but I mean, this looks awesome for Black. I'm ready to double. His bishop is ineffective. I mean, probably a huge advantage here for Black. Yeah. And then I was fortunate he made it easier by doing this. Oh, I could have taken on g3 with check. I'm going to chalk that up to talking to you guys on camera. I played knight takes c3, which is probably equally winning. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this opening discussion. If you have any comments about openings or anything I discussed in this video, feel free to let me know. Leave a comment for me. Thanks, guys. Bye.